Hi guys, it's Dominic and I wanted to talk on a series of videos from this one, part one, to part three or part four, haven't decided yet, on rapport, or rather deeper communication. What is rapport? It's banded about in the media and in social circles that people have rapport or deep rapport with one another. Rapport, really, for myself and my clients, is all about sharing a commonality, sharing something with another human that you both like and are interested in. Let's start with rapport. To get a deep rapport, you need effective communication. So you do need to be articulate, you need to be confident, you need to be clear, and you need to be calm. I like to start off with a simple acronym to help my clients communicate, whether that's public speaking, whether that's networking, or as I like to call it, coffee working. It removes that dreaded word networking that a lot of people tend to panic about. That's why clients come to me, so they can have clear conversations with other business owners so they can either sell their products or services or actually sell their time to them. Don't forget, time is invaluable. That's the only thing we cannot get back with your children or with your business or your loved ones or even in business circles. Okay, so the acronym is EASS. 4 letters, very important. The first one, empathy, putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Okay, do they like you or do you like them? It doesn't really matter. But if you're buying a service from them or you're selling a service to them, it is more important that they do like you through your communication skills. If you're stuttering away and you're not very confident, that isn't going to help the situation. So empathy, putting yourself in other people's shoes, being interested in them. How do you do that? Get them to talk about themselves. Nothing better than hearing your own name being sounded. Excuse me, what did you say your name was again? They'll say their name. Then you ask authentically, which we'll come back to in a moment or move on to. You ask authentically about them, their story, because everybody has a story, because you're a sum total of all the experiences you've had to this point in your life, dependent upon obviously your age and experience. So, what is the other person about? Ask them to talk about themselves. They'll love that. They definitely will. And you listen. Okay? If you've ever heard of the communication cycle by Argyle, 1972, it is all about a communication cycle, which is I'm giving you information. If Dominic's giving you the right, clear information, you should be able to decode the information I'm giving you. And then if you hear correctly, okay, then you'll decode, you will send coded information back to me and I will decode that and the communication cycle will continue. Unless one of us doesn't agree necessarily, or we don't understand the other person, or we may have to go because of circumstances. So getting the other person to talk about themselves, okay, that's key, that's number one. But listening, okay, don't just look as if you are listening, active listening, take that information on board. And we all do the slang, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fair enough, but I would rather say, yeah, 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 but then say, oh, excuse me, can you repeat that again? A lot of people will not ask for the information again because they think they're going to look foolhardy. You're going to look foolhardy if you don't get that £100,000 contract, which some of my clients have, and above and beyond that. Okay. The first one, empathy. Second part is authenticity. Are you authentic? Have you got honourable intentions? This could be for business or a personal life as well. The other person wants to know that you're honourable. You have got good intentions. You are ethical with your business sense or your personal sense. And I will say to the people that I coach for personal dating, do not play drafts with relationships. Okay, it is all about being integral, yes, if that's the right word, and being honest. So when you're selling your product or service, it's going to do no harm, okay, nocebo, no harm to the other person, and it's going to help them within their business. Okay, you're providing a service for the greater good. Yes, it may be a business, but you will have to sleep at night, won't you? If that makes sense. So you're going to be authentic with that other person. The next one, similarity. So are you similar to the other person? People like people they like and also who they want to be like. Okay, so you've got to come across with that confident manner towards them. You may be similar, they may have a similar name to you, they may wear similar clothes. Okay, that is an active talking point. This is an overview, by the way. Shared experience, the last S. You could be supporting the same football team, rugby team. You may be from the same area. You can detect their accent, okay? And also, you may have been to a particular restaurant. And on that note, when you share a hot drink, or even better, a hot meal, that goes back to many moons ago when we were in tribes and we were meeting for the first time. It's in your DNA. Okay, that person will trust you. That's why people do buy other business colleagues, both business women and businessmen, meals, okay, during that business process. You've got to make sure, okay, that you are confident in your abilities and your product or your service, okay, this comes back to authenticity, is the real deal. What you say you do on the tin, you actually do, okay, because in my business, you say what you mean and mean what you say. There's no going back on that, okay? People have, or I have, a reputation. I'd rather say character, but let's use the junk food terminology of reputation for now. That goes beyond and into the business circles, that people have heard that you provide a fantastic business product or service and they will come back to you or refer you. That's a big thing in business circles, referrals. So if you do want referrals in the future, business coming back to you, then you need to make sure that you make a fantastic first impression with the EASS. There is a lot more to this than meets the eye and also the ear, because there's something called predicates. How somebody talks to you, and the words they actually use, okay, can help you understand how they learn information and process and represent the world in their head. Because you have certain filters, okay, that help you generalize, delete and distort information. That will come on to another video. Hopefully this has helped you, okay, become clearer and far more confident when you go networking or even in your personal life. Take care.